Guys, we're live here on our weekly edition of the Footballing Hangout. So obviously, it's been an international break, which means that there's obviously not been a lot of football being played with regards to club. So this is always a lull in things. I'm not a big fan of watching Germany or Brazil against Greenland or some other island or whatever. So that's always the issues with these kinds of things. But they happen, they're here, and it's still things to talk about with regards to where national teams might be. So I think really we have to really look at and focus and really discuss which was pretty much the main game and the showpiece game, which was the Italy against Spain. So my quick thing is that for Italy, I am always a fan of a manager giving you at least two tournaments. Unless they've been garbage in one tournament, there should be a minimum contract of two tournaments. It's a nice little package you can have to really get some semblance, some consistency in your team, and actually puts you in a good position to at least win one of those two tournaments. So when Conte left and you had your boy Ventura coming, I was a bit like, you know what, I'm not really feeling this. That this is really that you're really asking for trouble within this. And I think from what some Italians have been saying, who watched the match, I believe the match was last night. They just feel that they're not really too happy with the direction in which Ventura is taking the team. So, it's something to think about, It's definitely something to think about as in whether he's actually the right man for the job. But obviously, what I want to put out to the panel is with regards to Spain, and this whole striker issue. And this because I put out the video here, but let's discuss this. Diego Costa, I feel, will never work for Spain. It's never going to work out.
I think he just scored. He just scored a few hours ago.
Yeah, he scored, but still he was still ineffective.
I didn't watch the game, but I just heard he scored.
Yeah, but he can always score, but about how well does a player fit the team, and can he now score against a Germany, a France, a Croatia in like a World Cup or a European game? That's the thing, because right, was that?
I don't think so.
Same as me. And people have been, obviously me and Abdul may disagree on this, but I will still reaffirm my view that I think that Alvaro Morata, I think this guy can be a great striker.
No, I don't disagree. I disagree with you on one thing. Morata is a good player, but you see him as a guy that has like great potential. I see him as a guy that's a good player, but he will always be just a good player. I don't see him ever becoming one of the best strikers in the world. That's what I mean.
Yeah, even I don't.
Yeah, like I defend that because I believe that this guy, he's still pretty young. He's still pretty young. So the guy he's 23.
Yeah, but there are players that when you look at, you're like, okay, that guy really does have world-class potential. But like, it's similar to the Lukaku thing. Like, you look, Lukaku and Morata, they're similar players. Like, they're good at a young age, but that doesn't mean that they have world-class potential. That's how
you see, for me, I feel that there is a lot more to Morata's game than Lukaku. I think for Lukaku, I'm like, okay, you're pretty much seeing the best that he can do, pretty much. I think Morata, I look at his ability on the ball, the runs he makes, how well he's good in tight spaces. He can use both feet. His balance while running with the ball. And because I just looked at, first of all, what he was doing at Juventus and what he did at the Euros. That's why I was talking about the whole thing of him and Costa. When I looked at him at the Euros, the way in which he was able to combine and link with Iniesta, Silva, and these people, Costa can't do it. Costa just can't do it.
Costa's too old.
What is it?
Costa's he's just too old school for the football Spain play.
But just see.
He's a very 90s striker. So basically, which is what I said, he fits in with the Atletico kind of mind frame, which is very old school 4-4-2 rudimentary way. Spain
Exactly.
is a very is a whole new kind of way in which the striker has to be play with the midfielders. You
No,
know,
but look,
so the striker really has to be very mobile and almost like a midfielder as well.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
true.
but see the goal. See, in the Euros, just see Morata. The games he's played, he scored
Hmm.
against a team who are not that good. Like against Croatia, he flopped. Against Italy, he flopped. He just wasn't good enough. And with the small teams, he plays okay.
So are you saying about Costa or Morata?
Morata.
Well, I
In
mean,
the
you could say
Euros,
it was his first tournament, so I mean, you could give him the
yeah,
benefit of the doubt.
but against the important opposition like Croatia and Italy, he was just missing. He was missing those games, and
No, for me, I think, look, man, it's his first tournament. You have to realize that's his first tournament. And I think that basically, I haven't seen Diego Costa play one really good game of 90 minutes for Spain.
yeah, I
Like in
agree
his
with
first
you.
tournament, in those, like I think in that first game, Morata was extremely good, very good in that first game for Spain. And I think he was even good as well in the second game, even better in the second game. So, and for Costa just hasn't even hit that mark. So I think for Spain,
Would you
people are
still
saying
take Costa?
Morata
Would
should be
you
the first
still
striker.
would you still pick Costa even to keep him on the bench as an option?
Yes,
I
Oh
would
no,
still
no, yeah,
pick
no, for
Costa.
sure. I think
Yeah,
he's a good bench option, definitely.
yeah. But I mean, if you're chasing a game, you just throw him in the box. He'll get on the end of crosses and stuff.
Yeah, but the thing that even if you do that, it's like I think he's a good last minute option. Again, would he like that? I don't think so. But if let's say you're 1-0 down, like 10 minutes to go, he's a good person to like. If let's just get it and do long ball. But the thing that the midfielders of Spain don't play in the way in which actually gets the best out of a guy like Diego Costa. You know, they just
Yeah.
don't.
I mean,
So,
for me, who impressed me the most over the last few weeks was Koke. He's really
oh,
maturing.
Cook is very good. That guy
Yeah,
is a really good player. Like I mean,
and he's
like I
finally
mean,
starting for Spain
just
now.
because
yeah, he's finally kept Fabregas out of the team right now.
yeah, no, Fabregas hasn't been relevant in years, man. So it's like that's not really the biggest issue. But like also, I think really with Italy, I just think that it's a case of they needed to keep Conte. Like you're looking at Ventura now, I think Italy, I don't know how well they'll do in the
They're
World
not
Cup. I
going to
think
do
maybe
anything.
second round.
I watched the second half of
They
their
just
match against Macedonia. They were losing,
Oh yeah,
and they
Macedonia. Yeah.
came. Yeah, no, Ventura is not doing anything. I'm sorry, but
We
like
all
I
know
don't know why he got the job
Italy
in
are
the
going
first
back to
place.
we
square
all
one.
know we all know tactically he's not there, but he also lost respect of the dressing room, which is vital when you're
Yeah,
a
man,
new
Graziano,
manager.
like for a player to snub your handshake, man, like that will never happen under Conte. That is never happening
Yeah,
under
It's
Conte.
simple though. I mean, what did Ventura achieve to get the job? Nothing. I don't know. Like he hasn't achieved. When I look at this guy's career, he hasn't done
Oh
anything
yeah,
that
he hasn't, he
impressive.
hasn't done like he hasn't done anything.
That's literally like getting a random guy from the road and giving him the job.
Yeah, like literally, he literally just from the road. No disrespect, but just got in from the road and say, here, like boom, man, yeah, there you go. You're now the
What I read is that they just got a random guy for the job for 2 years because they plan on Ancelotti or Allegri taking over in 2018. That's why they just got a transition guy for 2 years.
oh
yeah,
wow.
but
I
they're gonna
mean,
go back to square one. He's nothing good, this coach.
so you're trying to tell me that Ancelotti's only going to do like 2 seasons at Bayern, and because for me, like I mean,
Possible, yeah.
Yeah, if you look at the history, yeah, he's been a short-term
no, for
manager.
me,
Usually,
no, you know what? I think Allegri would be a better coach for Italy than Ancelotti. I think,
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
Because Ancelotti, he
because
needs.
of the
I
whole
think
parking the bus thing. Yeah,
Ancelotti needs a bit better players. Italy's current team is not that. Like, it's not the vintage Italy that we know.
No,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Ancelotti can motivate those players. He brings out the best of those players. So I
The
think
only
You
the
know,
only
no, but
argument I'll
I think
accept for
with
Ancelotti.
the way Italy operates, I just think that it's Allegri is a better fit for them. You know, when you're thinking about being structured, being the defensive, being, like just very simple forward. So I think Ancelotti is a bit too free, too progressive
Exactly. Yeah.
for it to really operate there. I think Italy don't really do well when they play open, like because
Did you
that's
guys
what
see?
characters they need
Did
to
you guys see Brazil? Brazil are doing some good stuff.
No, look,
Yeah.
man, Brazil are finally playing like Brazil. Like that's why I'm saying, like, what I saw in 2014, I was like, no, this isn't the Brazil that I know. And when I saw what Dunga was doing, I was like, no, this isn't the Brazil I know. And what you're seeing right now, I was like, yeah, I'm sorry, Brazil is a big country. Surely you can give me 11 guys that know how to play that Brazilian way. And they've just clicked it and said, yeah, like, no, we can do it. So, 7-1 is still there. But Brazil, like I'm seeing some good stuff. I'm seeing some good
And
stuff because now Neymar isn't the only guy doing everything.
yeah, I mean, Argentina looked horrible without Messi, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean,
Higuain was unreal though. This guy is freaking top form right now.
no, he's no. Higain, like, yeah, for some reason, Higain has just hits. Like, all he needs is to do it big for Argentina. That's the only problem. Whenever the lights are at the brightest and that's big stage, he always comes up short for Argentina. Always has.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
That's true.
Actually, always when he was at Real Madrid, I actually always thought he was always better than Benzema. Benzema missed a lot of
No,
chances.
he's not better than he missed way more chances than Benzema. Come
No,
on.
he misses the easy chances, but when it comes down to it, when you give him like tight spaces, that's where he shines.
I disagree. I mean, it's debatable, but I don't think he was better than Benzema.
Okay, another thing about Benzema, what has he done in his 5 years other than just being part of the team? Nothing.
Scandals.
That Benzema plays a different role to most strikers, though.
Exactly. So he has been a passenger, really, but not really a passenger. That's too
No,
much.
no. Benzema has
Oh man.
he has been contributed.
It's,
So
if you read
Let's
what
talk about
Ancelotti
Pogba. What has he done? He's ruined.
read what Ancelotti said about Benzema, you'll understand how important he is. Actually,
Wait, what did he say? What did he say?
he talks about how it's almost impossible to find a world class striker that's willing to defer to the two wingers around him, so they can because they have more goals in them, and that's the role he
So
plays. He defers to
that's a good
Benzema.
thing. Is that
No,
really
no,
a good thing?
but if he doesn't do that, then you don't have any balance across the front line.
Just
Yeah,
because
but
that's not really like a
there's no excusing his current form. Like I
No,
agree
his
with what you're
current form
saying,
is
but
poor.
his
I'm
current
talking
form is
about
terrible.
the real Benzema. This current Benzema is garbage. Like
Has he ever hit 30 goals in
of
a
course
year?
he scored 30 goals last season.
okay, wait, look, guys, let's wait. Let's just quickly get back to like. Let me put something out there. England under Gareth Southgate, can they win the World Cup?
Absolutely not. 0% chance.
Whoa! Come on, guys, that's been too
We're
hard.
gonna hire somebody else. He's not gonna.
Okay. Can I ask
Come
why
on, it
can't they
was
win
just
the World Cup?
against Malta. It's don't
looking at
get so carried away.
No, Malta are a good team, man. Don't diss me. They're a very good team.
Isn't Malta that drink that you always take pictures of, WH?
No, it's not Malta.
No, look, guys. Let's be respectful to Malta, man. I know it's not Malta Guinness. That's the drink. It has nothing to do with Malta. Look, it could be, but I don't think it has anything to do with Malta, the island or country. But my thing is no. Let me put it out there. Like, what will it take for England to actually be relevant? Because they've not been relevant since '98. So what will it take for England to actually be finally relevant in the world? Because for me, in my view, they're not there. They're irrelevant at the moment. So what will it take? Is it the manager? Is it the players?
The only way to win something with an extremely average, I would argue below average squad, is to have a tactical manager that is aware of how to face different opponents. And they don't have that. They won't get that. I think Big Sam might have been the right fit because Big Sam knows how to take very average players and get semi-decent results, but I don't see England doing anything. I'm sorry.
I mean, what about Mancini? Because Mancini was invited to the match. Because I think that's a bad choice, getting Mancini.
I think that's a horrendous choice. That's a step backwards.
Honestly, the thing is, look, England.
Why don't you read Mancini? I don't get. Is there an agenda somewhere here? What's
okay? I'll say it again. I've said this many times.
Go on, he's underachieved with Inter for 2 years, with spending so much money.
When he was coached for Inter Milan, that was after Calciopoli, where he pretty much had the best Juve players.
Exactly.
Milano, where everyone was crap, he was lucky. With Man City, he won the league on the very last day, with the very last kick. So he's done nothing to show that this guy is a supreme top manager. He's never had a team which is built up, not a cheat team which is built up, that have had sustained success over
If he
his.
was special, he would have won the Scudetto last year. He was top of the league, and then he completely choked.
The team that Pellegrini got, the team that is still there, the backbone of City, he assembled that team. Company, Toure, and Aguero, he brought them all in.
And how many league titles have they won?
They've
I think
won
two.
2 in the past 4 years, so.
There you go, 2. That's it. Thank
Yeah,
you.
but
He can assemble a squad, but what happens when he doesn't have a killer?
he can build a squad. He built a squad at Inter Milan too. Fair
By,
enough.
by
But
your logic, then I guess Ancelotti has done nothing his whole career. Then, if it's all
Well, he has won the Champions League,
he's
though,
won 3
so
Champions
I would
Leagues.
say that
with a good team, there you go. So your logic doesn't make any sense.
I'll say again, he did win the Champions League, so that is a lot more than winning a Serie A after Calciopoli that didn't have Juventus.
I mean, have we had? I think since Calciopoli, we've had like one proper title race, which was in 2011.
So Allegri has.
Yeah, so that's okay. Okay. Now let's get to the main topic of discussion. Our last topic of discussion, the main one, Nigeria. Is this the time for Nigeria to finally get back to where they deserve to be, atop of world football? I mean, is this because we have our young stars coming through? Kelechi, what's it called? Iwobi. This time for Nigeria to get back to the big time. But are you confident that Nigeria can somehow do something in the
I think they can
don't have to be the one to tell you this, but Nigeria has always produced supreme talent. Like they've won I believe this is correct. They won the most under 21 World Cups.
No, under 17. Under
17 World Cups. So the talent is there, but in terms of actually having a tactician or a manager, that's not quite there. It hasn't been there since the excuse me, what was his name? He died.
Yeah, Keshi.
Yeah, Keshi. That's right.
No. I'm not basically. Literally, for some reason, the federation hired someone from the road. Like literally, this guy is literally from the road. I don't know who this guy is. I didn't know he existed before they announced his name. So that's obviously not a very good way to.
One thing, I think Nigeria are really unlucky because you have a really nice young group. You've got really good players, young players everywhere. So ideally, you wanted like a manageable group. But that group, like I watched the Algeria-Cameroon game. That's a really tough group.
No.
Look at the other groups.
How do you say it? Just a few days back, there was a news published on. There was an interview of the under-23 Nigeria coach. He told the reasons why the players cannot play full 90 minutes. It's because of because of less training and this not being really fit enough to
There's definitely an organizational issue of having the proper structure and the proper training. But just quickly to Abdul's point, I mean, yeah, it is a very tough group, but I think Cameroon haven't been relevant in a long time.
No, but this Cameroon team is good. That's what shocked me. Like they're rebuilding. They're finally rebuilding.
Yeah, so obviously, look, even if Cameroon are not the Cameroon of the Roger Miller days, Cameroon are always hard, and also those are have been our rivals since forever. So when you play Cameroon, it's always a tough game. That's always a tough game, and I think Algeria, look, they have the guys, Slimani, Mahrez, and all these people, Fengoli. So it's a very hard group for a team that's in transition, But again, for me, I just feel that, look, man, Kelechi, I think this guy is a sharpshooter. This guy is just a natural.
Yeah, his goal, the composure for that goal was crazy.
Oh no, amazing! I think Iwobi has to evolve into a playmaker. He's got to evoke the power of his uncle and really evolve into a playmaking role. Because Mikel isn't a playmaker; he's just a central midfielder. So we need a creative force in there, and I think that Iwobi can be that because he has the tools and the equipment. But what about Egypt, man? How are they doing? They won.
Yeah, they gave me a heart attack, but yeah, thank God. But
But I think when last were Egypt in a World Cup?
20 something years.
Oh yeah, I think it was in 1990 or something.
Something. Yeah, we always choke the World Cup qualifiers.
When the Soviet Union was there.
Next we have Ghana and Cairo next. If we win that, then we're 5 points ahead of Ghana. because they tied with Uganda.
Yeah. No, honestly, even Ghana just they don't even look
They
that
don't look
strong,
good.
man.
Yeah, I watched the game. They
No,
don't
no,
look good.
if you're still playing Gian in your team, then something's very wrong.
But Gian
something.
at his peak, Gian was crazy.
Honestly, no, but right now the guy just all he cares about is basically money,
The problem
dancing, and those.
with Ghana is the FA. It's very corrupt again. Just like every African FA. I mean, apparently the pitch they don't water because they don't have money to water
No,
it, which
look,
is a joke.
during the World Cup 2014, I think it was Atsu. He was secretly filmed kissing a bundle of money, kissing it. I mean, that's just
Honestly, shit like that is just disgusting. Like I find it hard to cheer. If I was Ghanaian at the time, I would have found it hard to cheer the team.
Oh no, horror, no, absolutely horrible. But I think
Just putting on your country's
like
shirt should be enough. Honestly, like
To be honest, I'll never forget what Ghana did in 2010. Like that's the Ghana that I'll remember.
I don't get how
So,
footballers want to get paid to play for their national team. You play for the national team because you want to wear their shirt. Like
no, yeah. I know for me, that's why I've always loved internationals. I hate international breaks because again, I don't want to see Andorra play anybody. No offense to Andorra, but it's like I just like internationals is amazing because again, it's countries, it's a mixture of cultures, and it's like our ideology of football against your ideology of football. And that's why you don't get that with clubs because in club football it's changed. Like the Real Madrid of now is not the Real Madrid of the 80s. The AC Milan of now are basically a bunch of jokers, and they're a complete embarrassment to the greats of the 80s and the 90s. So, but for the national teams, even if their teams change, like the Dutch way of playing always remains the same. The Italian way of playing always remains the same. The Nigerian way of playing always remains the same. Or the Japanese way of playing always remains the same. So that's why it's such it's such an interest. Like internationals, I will always love it, but I just think that something needs to be done about these international things because it's hard. I don't know what to do because again, I repeat, there's no point in watching Malta.
yeah, that's why
or
I only watch African football and South American football during international.
Yeah,
but they need to change that World Cup thing. There's
no, like for European, it's a mess.
How can
like literally like Germany against Andorra. What's the point? What is the point of watching Germany against Andorra?
So boring. So bad. Did you hear about that thing? I was reading an article that they want to do they want to have 48 teams for the 2022 World Cup.
That's
my God.
It's just stupid.
The person that suggests that gets sacked. Like literally, if Infantino came from our office and suggested that he'll get the sack, you now want to have a playoff to begin with, and then he then go into the groups. I'm like, are you out of your
technically,
mind?
every third place team is like guaranteed to go through or some crap like that. Like, what's the point?
Like very, very, very stupid. Like I keep on saying this is that the whole point of a tournament is the qualification means that we're now seeing the best of the best. This is not about let's be all inclusive, let's get everybody involved. No, the whole point is this is competition. We want to see the best of the best. That's what we want to see. So this is not about la 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 la. No.
To be honest, I wouldn't mind it. It's fun to see small countries. It's a good you remember the World Cup, Costa Rica, all those.
But Costa Rica deserved it because these guys played their asses off.
Costa Rica weren't North Korea.
When you look at the Euros, we saw at the Euros we saw Northern Ireland and stuff like that in knockout matches. I don't want to.
Very pretty.
That's different.
It was garbage.
I think it would be better to see like some different countries that we haven't seen. I don't want to see Germany, Argentina.
Look at the Euros though. The knockout stages of the Euros were embarrassing. It was we had a Wales Portugal semifinal. I literally slept through that match. Like it was just no quality on the pitch.
The key thing is that
European.
No. I mean, it depends what you want. Maybe some people, obviously, like man, you want to see more teams and more countries and more participation, which is fine. But personally, for me, I want to see the best football being played. I want to see the best matches. And the best football matches are played by your guys like Brazil, Nigeria, Argentina, Ivory Coast. I mean, it's made to be this mainstream usual suspects, but these guys they give us the best matches. That's just how it is. So and
never know.
No. For me, like obviously, no. There are a few instances where you can get like a smaller team giving you a very entertaining game. Very true. But as far as high quality football, by the time we're getting to the semis or the quarters, let's get the best footballing nations or up in there. That's what's gonna make it happen. So
Yeah, the system ruined the Euros. I thought the Euros overall were really poor. I did not enjoy them. Like,
to
bar
be
a few
honest,
games.
you know what? I was afraid about the Euros because of the whole new format. I thought the Euros was good. For me, these Euros were much better than the last one.
Come on, man. The left side of the draw was a joke.
No, no, I mean, but I think I think I just liked for some reason the vibe just seemed a lot better than 04. Like 04, sorry, wait a minute.
2012.
2012, sorry, 2012 just seemed a bit like for me the best tournament.
Euro 08.
I'll put out there Euro 2000.
Obviously,
Yes,
yeah, that's
definitely.
going on.
That's for me is the best football tournament that I think has ever been. Like
I can agree with that.
2006.
Where the France won.
no,
Euro
in
2000.
that's
France,
Belgium and Holland co-hosted.
France
Like
Italy final, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And also like another thing, man. I'm sorry. Like again, it's basically two things that piss me off about footballing ruling. First thing is the whole taking off your shirt. Anybody that realizes that plays football, taking off your shirt, it's a passionate thing that you have to allow that. You cannot book that. Okay, when you start taking off your shorts and your underwear, then you should get banned for like a year. Then that's just being disgusting. But yeah, that's stupid. The second thing is bring back golden goal. Bring back golden goal. Because golden goal is like, you know what?
It's life or death.
Mama, it's only cool when you're a neutral, man. If you're not a neutral, it's too much.
Oh yeah, no. But that's the beauty. Like obviously, if you're not a neutral, you're basically screwed. So like your heart is basically.
The other thing too, they need to stop fixing the draws every time. That's really annoying. Like which teams are gonna face. It's like Champions, even World Cup. They fix these things so much that it's like BS.
Yeah, don't Nigeria always got Argentina like every tournament?
Oh yeah,
every time Argentina.
That's messed up. That is messed up. Like I mean, it's been 3 times that they've had them. But you know what? I think like I wouldn't say that is true wholly, but 2014 World Cup, something was very dodgy about Argentina's path.
Iran, Nigeria, Bosnia, Belgium, Switzerland. It can't get any easier than that. Come
yes, like no, literally.
But then again, Portugal was easier.
Was Holland in the semis, a weak Holland team. There was seriously weak sauce.
But Portugal's was worst at the Euros. I mean, these guys finished third. Then they faced what, like Croatia? That's like the only good team they faced.
I don't know if it's worse than the Argentina path, but it is still pretty bad.
I think it's worse. Portugal are like the worst champions I've ever seen. It's horrible.
No, I know. I mean, but I think still think that for Portugal, you can only beat who's in front of you. That's the first thing. Second thing, if you're gonna win a Euros, that's how you win it. Like penalties is one thing, but to win it with a goal like that in extra time, in someone else's compound, that's how you win it.
The Euros has lost it because these days we don't have enough big names. Who's the big name now? It's like nobody's there. Who can we talk? Like
European players. Yeah, there are no superstar European players.
Like even like somebody like Gerard Lampard. These are like.
Did you just say Gerard and Lampard as superstar?
They were actually. Lampard finished in the podium, which is something in the FIFA.
Yeah, but I would never consider Lampard a
he was a great player. He was a really good player, but he wasn't a superstar.
Let's put it this way.
No. He was great for the Premiership.
Was the best.
Lampard was better than Pirlo. Let's put it.
That is unacceptable to say. Actually,
you're just fanboys, but you can't tell me any reason except that you like him.
So look. Basically, man, all I know is that like I'll hold you to that quote so that people in the comments can basically insult you. So you're saying that Lampard was better than Pirlo. Yes. Only a guy who is mindless would utter such crap. Guys, look, man, I need to eat. I'm starving. Guy, and remember,
Bale, cut your hair.
No, and also what's it called? Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton tonight.
Oh, it's tonight.
Get your popcorn ready
Clinton
it's going to be on.
destroyed.
Yeah, isn't it? It's technically over though. After what happened with the league.
Yeah, Trump's already lost.
No.
it.
It's no. Okay, let me just put it this way. I don't like. Look, screw it. I don't care whether it's a football handout. If Trump wins this election, it will be the biggest shock in election history.
It's not a shock.
Because everything is against him. So, guys, look, as I'm out. I need to eat. Peace.